You want success. You want it now. You want to touch the sky before you've even learned how to breathe at that altitude. But let me tell you something that most people never want to hear. Success takes time. Not because time is slow, but because greatness is forged, not found. You want success, you want it now. You want it to happen fast, easy, visible. You want to wake up one morning and find everything you ever dreamed of waiting for you. That's the fantasy the world sells you. Instant results, instant validation, instant fame. But here's the truth that burns, the truth no one wants to say out loud. Everyday success takes time. Not a week, not a month, not even a year. Real success, the kind that lasts, that defines you, that transforms you, demands time. Because greatness isn't built in a rush. It's carved slowly, with sweat, with heartbreak, with patience that sometimes feels impossible to keep. Everyone wants the spotlight, but few want to endure the darkness it takes to earn it. Success is not a destination you stumble upon. It's a journey you survive. The problem is we've been taught to fear time. We see it as a clock ticking against us, a reminder that we're behind, that someone else is already ahead. But time isn't your enemy. It's your most powerful ally. Time teaches you what talent can't. It shapes your vision, sharpens your focus, and gives depth to your dreams. When things don't happen right away, it's not because the universe is ignoring you. It's because the universe is preparing you. You can't hold success if you're not strong enough to carry its weight. Every delay, every disappointment, every detour, they're part of your training. Time is sculpting your strength in silence. It's not holding you back. It's holding you up. The question is, do you have the courage to trust it? Behind every person who looks like they made it overnight lies a story written in blood, sweat, and invisible effort. You see the glory, but you don't see the grind. The early mornings that felt like punishment. The sleepless nights filled with doubt. The failures that made them question if they were even meant for this. But they kept showing up. They kept building when no one cared. Because success doesn't announce its arrival. It creeps in quietly after years of relentless work. When people finally notice you, they'll call it luck. They'll say you were in the right place at the right time. But you'll know you were there every time, every day, doing the work that no one else had the discipline to do. That's not luck. That's endurance. We live in a world addicted to speed. Everyone wants a shortcut. Everyone wants to hack their way to the top. But here's the truth. There are no shortcuts worth taking. Because every shortcut steals a piece of your growth. Every easy way out robs you of the depth you need to stay there once you arrive. The process is what makes you powerful. The process is what gives you roots deep enough to survive the storms. Think about it. A tree that grows overnight is the first to fall. But the one that takes years to build its foundation, that one stands tall for generations. The same applies to success. You can rise fast, but if you skip the struggle, you'll crumble even faster. Slow success builds strong people. Fast success builds fragile ones. And if you want to last, you must choose strength over speed every single time. There's a price to pay for everything you want, and success demands full payment upfront. You can't borrow greatness, you can't fake consistency, you can't negotiate with destiny. It will cost you your comfort, your ego, your excuses. It will ask you to work when you're exhausted, to believe when no one else does, to stand tall when life keeps trying to knock you down. Most people quit not because they lack talent, but because they refuse to pay the price in full. But those who stay, those who fight through the fatigue, the doubt, the loneliness, they earn something far more powerful than success. They earn self-respect, because nothing feels better than knowing you didn't give up. That's the quiet confidence of the truly successful. They didn't find the way, they became the way. And here's the part that gives me chills every time I say it. Your time will come, not when you demand it, not when you rush it, but when you're ready for it. Every hour you've spent trying, failing, learning, it's all compounding. The work is adding up even when you can't see it. The world may not be clapping for you yet, but it's watching. And when the moment finally arrives, when all the pieces fall into place, It won't be by accident. It'll be because you stayed when others walked away, because you trusted time instead of fighting it. So don't rush your growth. Don't envy someone else's chapter when you're still writing your own. The story that takes longer to build will always last longer in people's hearts. Let your roots deepen before you rise, because when you bloom, you won't just succeed, you'll also sustain. Your success needs time, but time needs your patience, your faith, your fight. You can't skip the waiting, but you can own it. Every day you stay disciplined. Every moment you choose purpose over comfort. You're building a life that can't be shaken. So stop rushing your destiny. Let it unfold brick by brick, breath by breath. Because one day, when everything you dreamed of stands before you, you'll look back and realize every setback was a setup. Every delay was protection. Every second was worth it, and that's when you'll understand the ultimate truth. Success doesn't come when you want it, it comes when you're ready to carry it. We live in a world that glorifies speed, fast cars, fast results, fast fame, fast everything. Everyone wants success in the blink of an eye. We scroll through social media and see people celebrating wins, making millions, living lives that look perfect, and in that moment, we begin to question ourselves. What's wrong with me? Why am I not there yet? But here's the truth you need to hear. That nothing is wrong with you. The only thing wrong is our obsession with instant gratification. We've been conditioned to believe that if it's not happening now, it's not happening at all. But success doesn't work on your schedule. It works on 8 times as your schedule. And time isn't cruel, it's wise. It doesn't give you what you want when you want it. It gives you what you've earned when you're ready. We look at time as if it's stealing from us, as if every passing day is a reminder that we're running out of chances. But time isn't your enemy, it's your greatest ally. Time doesn't destroy dreams, it develops them. Every minute you spend learning, failing, evolving, it's building you from the inside out. Think of time as the unseen architect of your destiny. While you're doubting yourself, time is preparing opportunities that only a stronger, wiser version of you will be ready to handle. What feels like a delay is often divine alignment. You might think nothing's happening, but in the silence, in the stillness, something powerful is taking shape. The world may not see your progress, but the universe does. And it's only a matter of time before that unseen work turns into undeniable results. The truth is, we mistake movement for progress. We think the faster we move, the more we're achieving. But real growth doesn't always look like movement. It often looks like waiting, reflecting, rebuilding. There are seasons where nothing seems to happen, and those are the most critical ones, because those are the moments that shape your patience, your character, your resilience. Success isn't about how fast you reach the top. It's about how solid your foundation is when you get there. A building that goes up too quickly might look impressive, but one strong wind and it collapses. But a building that took years to construct, layer by layer, stands tall no matter the storm. That's what time does. It reinforces your strength, quietly, invisibly, until you can handle the weight of your own greatness. You see, time will test you, not to break you, but to build your belief. It will throw obstacles in your path, delays in your journey, and doubts in your heart. And it's in those moments you'll be tempted to give up, to think maybe it's not meant for you. But that's the test. Time asks you one question. Do you really want it? Anyone can want success when it's easy, but the real ones, the ones who last, want it even when it's hard, even when the applause stops, even when it feels like they're the only ones still clapping for themselves. Time filters out the dreamers from the doers, because only those who trust time, who endure the waiting, who believe even when nothing's working, only they get to taste the kind of success that can't be taken away. Patience isn't weakness, it's power. It's saying, I don't need proof right now, because I trust the process. That kind of faith is rare. Most people give up right before the breakthrough. They walk away because they mistake silence for rejection. But silence isn't rejection. It's incubation. It's the universe saying, hold on, I'm not done building you yet. Every master was once a beginner who didn't quit. Every legend was once invisible. Time has a way of revealing those who are truly meant to shine. But it doesn't hand you your crown when you ask. It gives it when you have proven you can carry its weight without letting it crush you. The most powerful people in the world aren't the ones who rushed. They're the ones who waited wisely. So don't curse time. Don't fight it. Work with it. Every second, every season, every setback, it's part of the plan. When things move slow, that's your cue to grow deeper, not to give up. When doors close, that's your invitation to build new ones. When success feels distant, remind yourself, it's not gone, it's just gathering momentum. You are not late, you are right on time for your story. Every chapter, every pause, every detour matters. So breathe, keep moving, keep believing, because one day soon, everything you've been waiting for will arrive. And when it does, you'll realize why it had to take this long, because it was never just about what you were becoming. It was about who you were becoming in the process. A time is not your enemy, it's your greatest teacher. It refines you, not defines you. Every delay, every setback, every moment of doubt is not a punishment, it's preparation. So trust time, trust yourself. Stop rushing what's meant to be built slowly, because when your time finally arrives, it won't whisper, it will thunder. And the world will look at you and call it destiny. But you'll know, it was time you that made you unstoppable. Behind every success story you've ever admired lies a version you were never shown. The quiet, brutal, lonely version. The one where dreams didn't look glamorous, where the journey wasn't easy, and where no one was watching. We live in a world obsessed with results. We celebrate the outcome but ignore the effort. We see the trophy, not the training. We see the victory post, not the sleepless nights. But the truth is, the grind no one sees is the foundation of every victory the world celebrates. Here, the moments that truly define your success aren't the ones on the stage or under the spotlight. They're the ones when you're working alone, unseen, unheard, and unappreciated. That's where character is built. That's where resilience is born. It's easy to be motivated when everyone's cheering for you. It's easy to stay focused when the results are showing. But the grind, the real grind, happens in silence. It's waking up before dawn when the world's still asleep. It's showing up on days when you feel invisible. It's putting in the work when you're not sure it's even paying off. That's the part of success that no one likes to talk about because it's not pretty. It's painful. It's the part where doubt creeps in, whispering that maybe you're wasting your time. But that's exactly when you're growing the most. Success doesn't happen when you're seen. It happens when you keep going even when you're not. Every hour you work unseen is an hour you're investing in the version of yourself that will one day be undeniable. There's something sacred about the grind no one applauds. It's pure, it's raw, it's real. When no one's watching, you're forced to do it for the right reasons. Not for likes, not for validation, not for applause, but for purpose. That's where authenticity is forged. You learn to create not for attention, but because your soul needs it to. You learn discipline not for recognition, but for survival. The silence of the grind teaches you who you really are. It strips away the noise, the comparison, the pressure. It's just you, your dream, and the voice inside that says, keep going. And if you listen closely, that voice becomes louder than the doubt, louder than the fear. That's when you start becoming unstoppable. When your motivation no longer depends on the outside world. Every overnight success you've ever seen is a lie. There's no such thing. What you call luck is years of invisible effort finally meeting its moment. The person you see on that stage, holding that award, living that dream, they've failed more times than you've even tried. They've fallen, cried, doubted themselves, questioned their purpose, but they never stopped grinding. Because they understood something simple but powerful. You can't skip the work. You can't fast forward through struggle. You can't cheat growth. Every repetition, every rejection, every lonely night, those are the hidden bricks that build empires. The grind isn't the punishment, it's the preparation. And the people who embrace that truth, who accept the pain as part of the process, those are the ones who make it to the top and stay there. But let's be honest, the grind will test you. It will break you down just to see if you have the strength to rebuild. It will push you past your limits until you discover that your limits were never real to begin with. You'll have moments where you feel like quitting, where you question if the dream is worth the sacrifice. You'll see others rise faster and wonder why your path is slower. But understand this, the grind doesn't reward speed, it rewards consistency. The ones who last are the ones who keep going even when it stops being exciting. Because the truth is, greatness isn't built in moments of motivation. It's built in moments of commitment. When you do the work even when you don't feel like it. When you choose progress over perfection. When you keep moving forward even when it feels like nothing's happening. That's when the magic happens. Quietly, invisibly, but powerfully. One day all those unseen hours will speak for themselves. The world will finally notice and they'll call it talent. They'll call it destiny. They'll say you were lucky. But you'll know the truth. You'll know about the nights you stayed up when everyone else slept. You'll know about the times you failed, cried, and still showed up the next day. You'll know about the moments you almost gave up, but didn't. And that's when you'll realize that the grind no one saw was never about proving them wrong. It was about proving you right. It was about becoming someone you could respect. Because success isn't about being seen. It's about being readier when the spotlight finally finds you. And when it does, you won't flinch. You won't crumble. You'll stand tall because the grind built you for that moment. I also keep grinding in silence. Let your work echo louder than your words. The world doesn't need to see your struggle to believe in your story. You do. Every hour you give to your dream in private will one day speak in public. Every sacrifice will turn into strength. Every unseen moment will become your greatest proof. Because success doesn't belong to those who wait for the spotlight. It belongs to those who build their own. Light in the dark. And when your moment finally comes, you won't just shine, you'll blaze. We live in a generation obsessed with shortcuts. Everyone wants to get there faster. Faster money, faster fame, faster results. We scroll through success stories like they're fast food menus, craving the outcome without tasting the process. But the truth that no one wants to accept is this. There is no fast lane to greatness. You can't microwave mastery. You can't download discipline. You can't skip the struggle and still expect to stand tall. Because real success doesn't come to those who rush. It comes to those who build. You might move slower than others, but every step you take with intention, every day you show up with purpose, brings you closer to something permanent. Speed might make you visible, but patience makes you powerful. The obsession with speed is killing our depth. We measure success by how soon we get there, not by how strongly we stand once we do. But fast success often fades just as fast. Because anything built on shortcuts has cracks hidden underneath. You can't skip the hard days, the failed attempts, the painful lessons. Those are the bricks that hold your foundation together. Imagine trying to build a skyscraper on soft ground. It might rise quickly, but the first storm will tear it apart. That's what happens when you chase results without building resilience. Success isn't about how fast you rise. It's about how well you endure once you're up there. And that kind of endurance doesn't come from speed. It comes from struggle. We live in a highlight reel world. Everyone's posting the finish line, but no one's showing the starting point. You see people win, but you don't see what they went through to deserve it. And in that comparison, you start feeling like you're behind. You start feeling like maybe you're too slow, too late, too far from where you should be. But remember this, fast doesn't mean better. Fast often means fragile. The people who seem to blow up overnight rarely last because they didn't build the strength to carry success when it finally came. They sprinted toward a dream without building the stamina to keep it. But those who take their time, who build layer by layer, who learn to fall and rise again, they don't just succeed, they are sustained. The goal isn't to reach the top fast. It's to stay there long enough to make an impact. We've mistaken acceleration for achievement. We rush everything, our careers, our relationships, our growth, and then wonder why it all feels shallow. But success has its own rhythm. It's not meant to be rushed. It's meant to be respected. The process isn't there to slow you down. It's there to strengthen you. Every challenge, every delay, every failure, it's not a roadblock. It's a recalibration. It's preparing you for a version of success that doesn't destroy you when it finally arrives. The truth is, shortcuts may save you time now, but they cost you wisdom later. And wisdom is what makes success last. Because without understanding, success is empty. You don't just want to get there, you want to be readier when you do. That readiness can only be earned through time. Patience is not passive, it's power under control. It's the art of staying grounded while everything around you demands speed. It's saying, I refuse to rush what's meant to be extraordinary. When you're patient, you learn to build from the inside out. You stop chasing validation and start focusing on value. You stop competing with. Let the pressure of a fast world make you abandon your process. Because the truth is, slow success builds strong people. Fast success builds fragile ones. The ones who move with patience, with persistence, with purpose, they create legacies, not just moments. They're the ones who last when trends fade, when hype dies, when attention shifts. They don't need to prove themselves every day because their work speaks long after they're gone. So stop rushing. Your journey isn't behind. It's becoming. Every step, no matter how slow, is still movement. Every struggle, no matter how hard, is still progress. You are not waiting, you are evolving. Stop chasing speed and start building strength. The world might celebrate those who rise fast, but it remembers those who rise right. Take your time, not because you're scared to fail, but because you're smart enough to grow. Every delay is developing you. Every struggle is shaping you. And when your moment finally comes, you won't just arrive, you'll own it. Because real success doesn't need to prove itself quickly. It proves itself forever. Success looks glamorous from the outside. Bright lights, applause, achievements. But what people don't see is the price that comes with it. The truth is, success isn't free. It doesn't come as a gift, it comes as an exchange. Every ounce of progress costs something. You can't rise without paying the price in full. You can't reach new levels without letting go of your comfort, your excuses, your fears. Success will ask for everything you think you can't give. Your time, your focus, your patience, your energy. It will demand your sacrifice long before it gives you a reward. Most people want the glory, but not the grind. They want the results, but not the responsibility. But success doesn't negotiate, it collects. Every dream has a cost, and the ones who reach theirs are the ones who had the courage to pay it completely. The price of success begins with discomfort. Growth never happens in comfort zones. You will have to walk away from things that once defined you, people who once supported you, habits that once felt good. You'll have to outgrow environments that no longer align with where you're headed. And that's the hardest part. Success often starts with loss. You lose the version of yourself that was okay with mediocrity. You lose the distractions that once made you feel safe. And in that emptiness, you start to rebuild. You start to see that the pain of letting go is the proof that you're moving forward. The more uncomfortable it feels, the more you're shedding what no longer serves your future. Because success isn't about adding more, it's about becoming more. And becoming requires breaking, rebuilding, and becoming again. Then comes the sacrifice of time. Time is your most valuable currency, and success demands every bit of it. You'll spend hours working while others rest. You'll miss parties, skip plans, and sometimes even feel left behind. But that's the reality.